My example's on animations, and it's just on the shapes that move across the screen. So I have the position of both the ellipse and the rectangle, which is var x equals 175. And then I open the draw loop, which repeats code 1 frame per millisecond. So then I have the background, which sets the background color, which I've set to blue. And then I have the position of the ellipse, which are those coordinates. And also the position of the rectangle, which is these coordinates, and I've also had them to fill in both the ellipse and the rectangle. And then I have x plus equals 1, which is saying x, in simple terms, x equals x plus 1. So if I was to run this, we just saw these shapes moving along the screen very slowly. And so if you want, you can try this out as well. If you want, you can type this up and try this out. So if I change this to, let's say, -10, for instance, then I run it, the code, it's going backwards instead. So you can change the numbers however you wish, but if you have negative numbers, then it's going to go backwards, and if you have positive numbers, it's going to go forward. So type of code, and then experiment a little. So what I did, I put in this rect function, which has the x coordinate, which I have is the x variable, which is 175. And then 75 for here, for the y coordinate. Yeah, it's 75 more than the x coordinate, then the y coordinate, and then the positioning on the screen. And also the same for the ellipse as well. You can find this on khanacademy.org.
So you're not necessarily going to be like demonstrating how to write the code. I'm going to go through it and how the program works through it, but I'm not going to have you guys type everything in on Khan Academy because that would take a little while. This is my little Silent Night program. I remember I was really happy when I made it because I thought it was really neat. And so then I basically say, well, there's no need for this tree variable, but because I took out the tree thing because it was hard to draw a tree. But then I give it the number of stars, which is, there are 500 stars. I'm not going to experiment with 5,000, but there's 50 stars. You could say 1,000 stars, and that's even more starry. There's also the grass blade size, which is, in this case, 5. I could change it to 50, and then you get these really cheesy kind of looking grass blades because it's like each one is 50 wide now, but you could give 1, which is kind of slower and harder to see, so 5 works fine. Then I have the grass height, which I can change this to. So if it's 500, it covers the whole screen. If it's 0, there's no grass at all. It just looks like you're looking up at the sky. So 50 worked well for this. Setting a for loop, index is 0, index is less than the number of stars. Then I'm saying stars.push and then an object. So basically I'm adding the star object every time that it makes a new star. Then I'm going through a draw loop. I'm setting the background stroke and fills and stuff. Then I'm looping through stars. I'm drawing an ellipse at each star's position. And that was all for this one, really. And then I made a spin-off of it, or a copy of it. And I made a Halloween night one. So where every click, it adds a ghost. So then I made the ghost object over here. But yeah, right here. So yeah, I made a ghost object, and then its x is gonna move, its y is gonna move, and its opacity is gonna fade away. And you draw it with the x, y, and opacity. You might notice I just used the Bezier curve, or however you pronounce that. Then I also made this birthday card, which I'm actually also pretty happy with. I did fireworks. I copied my fireworks code from, that other fireworks program that you saw, I think, where added the fireworks. And then I had, for the background, I had a for loop. So then a for loop for X, and it's incrementing by some number of pixels, drawing a circle at each point. And same for Y. And then, well, that's how I did that. And then I was going to make shooting stars, but yeah, that was pretty tricky to figure out. I really thought it well. And yeah, then I also used my fireworks code, which is pretty much add a firework whenever you click or a certain time comes. And then to explode the firework, you delete this particle here while adding a bunch of particles with different, that are set to circle around that area. Their velocities are set that way because I used sine and cosine, which make a circle. So you can see I have particles here, right? And fireworks. Whatever, I guess it'll work. So particles and fireworks are the magic part. So what they do is particles are the little things that can have different color properties and stuff. So, well, in this case, they're the cake pictures. I drew a cake at each particle's position. And then there's the fireworks. The fireworks are the little circles that go up, and when they reach the velocity where they've reached a positive velocity, which is going down straightly in Khan Academy, because it goes 0, 0, 400, 400. When they've reached a positive or zero velocity, any velocity that's not negative, they explode and they basically create new particles. So right here, let me look for this. Yeah, that's how I got rid of the fireworks, so that there aren't too many at once. If you change this, then you get one firework at a time. And the rest just disappear. You get the gist. And then, yeah, here it is. So, right here I have a for loop. K, I just use K because it's J, I, J, K, I just randomly chose that. And then K, the index is 0. It's less than 360 for 360 degrees, and it's incrementing by 45. So if we were to do this, you get these weird lopsided fireworks that just shoot right down, because they're only going from the origin. And you can also change it to 90, and then you get these weird plus sign fireworks. Then I also made this one. It's very simple, stereoscopic. What I did was I set the number of circles to 360 divided by 45, which is 8. But I just wanted it to change by 45 degrees each time, as you can see it does. So then what I did was I set the background to 0, 0, 0, which is this color, black. Okay, that's creepy. And then I said no stroke, which means don't add a stroke around the circles. If I were to get rid of this, then you'd see how, well, that's actually, never mind. It already has the no stroke set into the local storage now. So, on purpose, so that it looks sort of like they're coming towards you, if you look at it in the 3D perspective. I have my personal rocket here. So, this one's sort of similar to the fireworks one, except it's a different kind of particle system. What I did was I set the particles for the array of particles. I set the rocket's X position and Y position. Then I set I draw the background here pretty much. Set the background color to blue, and then I add the table. Well, this used to be a Steam program, but I didn't take out that. I'm saying the rocket's Y position, it's going up by 5, because in this case this is 0, 0, this is 400, 400. So if I were to do -5, then we get this weird effect that the rocket is falling, which I don't like. And then I'm saying the rocket's Y position is less than -400. So if it's less than another one of these, then it's going to set the Y position to 550. which is like, so that it comes up to the beginning again, as you can see. That was all for that one, really.